Hello, everyone, and welcome to another review of Disney. As I'll be tackling the 2016 re-imaging of The Jungle Book, directed by Jon Favreau, who brought us Iron Man. This film stars Bill Murray, Ben Kingsley, Idris Elba, Lupita Nyongo. If I pronounce her name wrong, I apologize. Scarlett Johansson, Giancarlo Esposito, Christopher Walken, and Neil Sedith. If I pronounce your name wrong, I apologize. Anyway, let's make this short and sweet. I really liked this re-imaging of the movie. I thought it was great. I think the computer-generated imagery was done spectacularly. The effects looked real. The animals looked awesome. The way they moved, to me, looked very natural. Uh, the voice cast is spot on. Idris Elba as Shere Khan was like had that sense what was menacing, but at the same time had like this very regal presence about him. Maybe because Idris Elba just has a very like rich voice, and that really gave Shere Khan some really good personality and perfect casting. You have Giancarlo Esposito as Aquila, the leader of the wolf pack, and essentially Mowgli's adoptive father. And Giancarlo Esposito, he just gives Aquila this sense of like pride and someone who is sure of himself and is pretty much brings this like leadership presence to the character with his acting, and it clearly shows in the scenes that he's in, because Aquila doesn't really last long in the movie. Uh, Pretty much before the midway point, he's pretty much killed by Shere Khan. But in the screen time that he does have, Giancarlo Esposito does a good job establishing what his character is, and you really feel his death when it happens, which is perfect. You got Lupita Nyongo, who plays Raksha, who is essentially Mowgli's adoptive mother, and I think she's also the wife of Aquila. And she really plays it well. You really get the sense that she cares and loves Mowgli as one of her own. And when Mowgli, is forced to leave the pack because Shere Khan threatening him to kill him, you feel the sadness in her. And Lupita's acting, even though it's voiceover, her acting is so like genuine and so heart wrenching that you can't help but maybe feel a little something. And that's perfect. I love when movies do. I love when movies can do something like that. And we get to Bagheera, played by Ben Kingsley, and Ben Kingsley is just an amazing actor. And I can't picture anyone else playing Bagheera, this stern yet loyal panther who pretty much essentially, raises Mowgli, is Mowgli's mentor. You see the love he has for Mowgli and how he does not want Mowgli to be hurt in any way, shape, or form, which is why he is the one that essentially will bring Mowgli to the man village. And you see their relationship also throughout the movie, and their relationship is really cool. It's also solid, and it's great because you really see the camaraderie between the two. Perfectly done. Of course, Scarlett Johansson's character is Kala, the big anaconda snake. Her role is very small, but she does another really good job at playing Ka, giving Ka that seductive, you know, entrancing voice that is what is able to, almost hypnotize Mowgli before he's eventually rescued by Baloo. And to me, Baloo is the highlight of this movie, voiced by the amazing Bill Murray. And Baloo is hysterical. And he's hysterical because he got Bill Murray, and I love Bill Murray to death. I'll always love Peter Venkman. I'll always love his other works like Stars and Stripes and Groundhog Day and the Christmas Carol movie he was in. So like Bill Murray is always a joy to watch, always a pleasure to watch. Him as Baloo is hilarious because he brings that classic Bill Murray way of talking. Like when he first says Mowgli, and he's like, "You owe me, kid. You owe me. You're gonna pay back." I just love, and Bill Murray's pretty much being Bill Murray as Baloo, and it just works for the way Baloo was written. Baloo to me was written for Bill Murray, which is why it works so well. But Blue also has his his fair share of awesome scenes, like at the end where he helps everyone fight off Shere Khan. Blue does not back down. He goes after Shere Khan, and they have a pretty cool, entertaining fight. And Blue holds his own, even though he gets beaten by Khan and is about to die, and before being eventually saved by Bagheera. Blue holds his own and does it, and he can fight. And when the time is right, he'll go out. He'll protect his friends, and the development between Baloo and Mowgli throughout the court once Baloo comes in is very genuine and it's very cool. And you can see the genuine friendship that forms between the two, and Baloo really does come to care for Mowgli as essentially maybe the only true friend he'll ever have. And perfect, love it. And also love the end how Baloo and Bagheera and Mowgli kind of formed this triad friendship, which was done beautifully also. And of course, we got Christopher Walken as King Louie, and Christopher Walken, like Bill Murray, is also a joy to watch because Christopher Walken it's just Christopher Walken. He's batshit crazy, and him voicing King Louie is pretty funny. And the idea of Walken singing, "I want to be like you," is hysterical. It's really fun to see. Uh, like I said, the directing of this movie is spot on. Jon Favreau does a spectacular job. Visually, the movie looks pretty, it looks spectacular. Like I said, the CGI effects are for the most part extremely flawless. A lot of detail and hard work went to making these animals look as natural as possible, and they pull it off splendidly. I like this movie a lot. It gets a solid 8.5 out of 10 for me. I enjoyed it immensely. Everyone in the cast pulls in a great job. The story is pretty much like a re-imaging of the original Jungle Book story, and it's done in a really cool way. I like the development. I like the rivalry developed between Shere Khan and Mowgli, and how Shere Khan is wary of, because Mowgli is a human, his man, and that breaks the law of the jungle, because man cannot be in the jungle. And Shere Khan, that's tied into Shere Khan, who killed Mowgli's dad, and also at the end where Mowgli, and so that makes that rivalry between the teams more personal, and it's just really well done. If you haven't seen this movie, can't stress it enough. It is really, really good. Solid 8.5 out of 10. I enjoyed it immensely. Well, that's all I got to say about that. My name is AJ Legend. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you again next time.